Are you kidding me? The guy asked for something spooky.
Is it a gun that sucks balls?
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something?
Like dick piercings?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
Still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
just kill some random dude.
His wishes blow.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table we have Chump Slap.
Never put a 3-inch dick in an 8-inch hot dog bun. Come on, man. What the fuck?
And on the other side of the table is Dr. Syintist.
Only who can prevent forest fires? You pressed you, referring to me. That is incorrect. The correct answer is you.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, people say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day. Welcome to Plotty Time. I have nothing fun or clever to say, so let's just get into it with Dr. Syintist. Normal shit. What are you playing, watching, doing? What's going on with you?
Well, just caught up on Star Trek Discovery this week. That's about all I watched.
Cool.
Good
Yeah.
stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of getting a little ridiculous. Even for Star Trek.
Is it more like Next Generation in that style, or is it more like the movie, the new movie style?
What do you mean?
Is it from
Well-
the 80s? And
Yeah. Was it made in the 80s and you're just getting to it now? No, like which thread are they following? Is this just one giant story, or is it? its
Yeah,
own
it's just
story?
one giant story, but this is now the 4th season and the 4th like universe-ending threat they're facing.
Oh, I see what you mean.
oh, so like Supernatural. Don't
No,
they always face
they were
universe
hunters
ending?
and awesome.
Yeah, but they
So
face
it's like Marvel movies.
universe ending.
No, it's not like either of those.
It's got to be like
Okay.
one of those things you like.
It's like Star Trek. And I watched some more Vikings on Hulu for. I recommend everybody watch it. It's a good show.
Okay. Might do that.
All right. I don't think I've ever seen any of that one or The Last Kingdom. Any show based around Vikings I've missed so far.
Is The Last Kingdom based on Vikings?
I think it's one of those history hodgepodge things where it's like kind of based on things that really did happen, but they're stealing stuff from like 1,000 years of history to throw in and make the thing more fun.
I mean, that's sort of what like Vikings is, but I didn't know Last Kingdom was Vikings. I thought it was like
Medieval.
Asian.
Asian Vikings. That's the thing.
No, like Genghis Khan and stuff. But
Well, learn something new every day.
somebody tell us who's right.
Yeah. Get on the subreddit. Tell us exactly who's correct. I dare you.
And all I played this week is I finished up 13 Sentinels.
What are your final thoughts?
It's a great game. It's nothing like revolutionary story-wise, but it was still fun. I enjoyed the entire thing.
Nice.
Best game I played in quite a while, other than Chicken Police.
Of course. Yeah, we were going to say besides Chicken Police.
But if anybody doesn't mind visual novels, it's a great game to play.
Okay.
I know we went over it, but is it more like a walking sim, or are there tasks and stuff to do? Puzzler? What do we talk about?
It's like a visual novel. I don't know. Did you ever play any of those? You played them. You got platinums from them.
I don't.
Like the Telltale games, that sort of thing?
Sort of, yeah. I was thinking more of like the Sakura High School.
What are you guys
I'm
talking
unfamiliar with that.
No, you have several platinums from them. So when you press and hold the button, you get the platinum right away.
Yeah, like you never played it.
Not ringing a bell. Not at all.
But it's a very good science fiction-y story, having kaiju and big
And you don't
robots.
fight anything?
You fight kaiju. There are like some real-time strategy parts,
Oh, okay. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere.
but they aren't very difficult.
Easy.
But are they sexy? Are they sexy?
Yes.
They are kaiju. So, I mean,
Yeah.
Yes.
What
Duh,
kind
you
of
fucking
question was that?
He said it was good.
Anyway, that's all I did, Poppascotch. Why don't you tell me what you did? I'm sure it was fun.
Well, so this week, watched more stuff. Mostly just the shows we've been watching. Haven't finished it yet, but we're really getting into Archive 81. Like halfway in.
What do you think so far?
Well, I'm intrigued. All right, I'm not saying I'm going to bail or anything like that, but I feel like we're leading in a direction that could be very infuriating, or it could be great. I don't know, but it feels like there's going to be an explanation for this. I don't want to hear because it's too logical.
Oh.
But it's pretty interesting. I really like the vibe. The vibe of it's very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Nick, you both said it was okay, so I might have to watch it.
Well, wait till I finish it because this could go
Yeah,
tits up.
yeah.
But so far, so good. I think we're 4 or 5 episodes in, but it's good.
That's about halfway through.
I think there's 8, right?
Yeah.
Or is it 10? I think it's 8. But also watched a couple more episodes of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Ooh,
She's still crazy.
plugging away.
Yeah, well, they actually started to evolve the characters a little bit.
Get out.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't expecting that either, especially way deep into the first season. But, this woman who was being crazy and it's being played off as quirky and fun and relatable finally got to the point where, like, people in her friend orbit are like, yo, she's fucking nuts. Like, this is a problem. And it got real. But still kind of fun. It's fun. It's a fun show.
Still a comedy about mental illness.
Pretty much, yeah. Definitely anxiety for sure.
Fair.
And destructive personal relationships.
Nice.
There's a lot going on in that show. And then I watched more of Succession.
Oh, yeah, he's still into it?
Remind me what that is?
I'm like halfway through season 2. It's the one on HBO with Brian Cox and Kieran Culkin and other people who are like, it's going through the story of a media mogul who's like a Roger Ailes type and his shitty children that are trying to take over the company.
Oh, yeah, I remember talking about this.
Yes.
No, I don't, but whatever.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's just like the heightened drama of this crazy shit going on in this business, and it's just too much crazy shit, you know?
Is it too serious? Is there any comedy?
Oh, it's extremely serious. There's some comedy, but the comedy is always pretty mean-spirited.
Okay.
It's more like a straight-up drama. It's fine. It's like the same thing I felt like when I watched Game of Thrones. Everybody loves it and goes nuts for it, and I'm like, yeah, it's good.
Fair.
It just feels like some of these shows, it feels like computers are writing them.
I bet they
You know
are.
what I mean?
I think you're giving computers too little credit.
Maybe.
I think it's just shitty humans who don't know what to write.
So they just follow the same patterns over and over?
Yeah.
Well, if it sells.
Could be. Yeah, I swear to God, someone at like Netflix or Hulu is just like, all right, our protagonist is a serial killer? Okay.
It's just Mad Libs.
Yeah.
Give us a
You know what,
profession.
let's just do Dexter again.
Give us a profession. Serial killer. All right.
And also a classic restorative book person. Great.
And what mental health problem does he have?
Obsessive compulsive
Yeah.
sock puller upper.
Let's just make Monk again.
It's like, goddamn, my socks keep falling down.
See, eventually you just keep making up shit, and then eventually you get into, let's just make this show again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly the game we're playing, because I was leaning towards Dexter, you're leaning towards Monk. You go either way.
That's what's never been done. A mix between the two.
Obsessive compulsive
Serial killer.
Now we're talking, dude.
Absolutely.
I just emailed myself. You can't steal that idea.
Yeah, that's law. That's what that is.
Trademark law.
But other than that, I also watched Murderville, which was fucking fantastic.
Oh, yeah? What's this on?
This is one of the most Chump Slap things I've seen in a while. It's on Netflix.
Right, okay.
And the setup is it's an improv show, but the only person that has no idea what's going on is the celebrity detective. As they call it,
yeah. I've watched that.
Did you?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of the episodes.
with Will Arnett.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
A bunch of other people. It was great.
It is
I was
pretty good.
laughing out loud at some points.
All right, I might have to check it out.
I love the Conan O'Brien one, the first one.
Yeah, the Conan O'Brien one was. I haven't seen the last one with Ken Jeong, but the Conan one had me laughing audibly by myself in a room like a crazy person.
Never mind. I don't want to ruin it for
Yeah.
Chump Slap. But the magician part is just hilarious.
Now I gotta watch this.
Oh
too.
yeah, dude, it's fantastic. The Kumail Nanjiani one was also pretty great. And Marshawn Lynch is one of the detectives too. It's quite a group they got together for this first season.
All right.
I highly suggest, especially if you like Comedy Bang Bang or any of those like improv podcasts,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
you'll enjoy this one for sure. But other than that, I haven't watched much. The only thing I really did was I played a shitload of Horizon Forbidden West.
How many hours this week?
58, I think it was at. Well, not in
Total.
this week.
Yeah, okay.
That's total. So this week though, probably
25.
I'd say 20 for
Jeez,
sure.
I didn't even have that much time to watch and everything.
Wait till
Oh
we
yeah,
get
I
to
had
me.
a super lazy day yesterday. I didn't do shit. It was great.
Love it.
It was a great day. But yeah, I just got to the mission where I'm unlocking the last portion of the map.
Oh, snap.
So I think I'm like 40% through the story. I've been dicking around quite a bit, making like, ammo pouches and getting legendary armor, taking down rebel camps, cool guy shit.
Yeah.
Is
Badass
it
this.
just like Far Cry?
No, it's I mean, It's the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn. It's exactly like Horizon Zero Dawn.
Did you take down
Like
rebel
bigger.
camps in Horizon Zero Dawn?
I don't remember anything.
I don't.
about
I
that.
didn't think you did, but
There were fighting factions.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, it's good. If you like the first one, you'll love this one.
Sweet.
It's more of the same.
I'll wait till it's $20.
Soon enough.
I mean, that's understandable. It's not like you got nothing else to play between now and then.
No, my PlayStation 4 hard drive is full of 55 games. I couldn't download the new PlayStation Plus games this week.
Nice.
I went looking for things I could delete because Chump Slap and I were talking. He's like, "Oh, they take a video of all your trophies." Nope, that's not even close to taking up too much space.
Nice.
I regularly delete my 15-second videos.
Yeah, those are. I usually forget about it for like 6 months, and then I'll go in and delete all those
Yeah, then I'll check
images of trophies or whatever.
check the hard drive, and it's like, why do I have so much shit in my fucking media? Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Right there with you. But that's all I watched. That's all I did. What about you there, Sir Chump Slap? What are you playing, watching, doing? What's going on with you?
Well, glad you asked. Watched a couple things. Watched this movie called Mope. You guys see this one?
Mope.
Nope.
It's about some weird dudes who get into the porn business, and they're like,
Okay.
quote, mopes, which is like extras in porn. They're like random guys in a bukkake scene or whatever.
Oh, so the random, like gangbang scenes. They're not.
Yeah, they're
the
not
actual
like stars.
Yeah, okay. I thought you meant like extras, like people walking in the background.
No,
Right, that's what I thought too.
but
I was
they
just about to ask, do they have lines? Like,
but they want to get into it and everything.
Well, that's you got your foot in the door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They try to break out on their own, but they're really weird, and I don't know. It's based on a true story, and the ending is pretty sad. But
Well, it's the porn business, so.
yeah, if you ever knew the story, you'd see it coming. But I didn't know the actual story until the end, and I was like, oh damn.
wait, is this the one I'm thinking? Hold on.
Because the one
Keep
guy's like mentally ill, and I don't know, it's very strange.
I was going to ask, the one part I remember about it, I was going to ask you, but I feel like it would give away a lot. I'll just look it up.
Oh, when he's
I'll
at
look
a
it up.
party with a samurai sword hitting bottles?
Yes. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to ask you if a sword's involved, and you're like, yep.
Yep.
Okay. Then, yeah, I heard that story.
Yeah. It's good, though. It's a good movie. Check it out. I mean,
Jesus Christ, and they put, like, the sword on the... This is like when, oh, God, what was it? When that dude had that bomb collar around his neck?
oh yeah, that pizza thing.
Yeah, and they made 30 minutes or less, like, right after. I'm like, that's a little insensitive.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Did you ever see the actual documentary of that guy?
Yes.
That's pretty good.
It's fucked up. They show like actual footage of it.
Yeah. And then once you get the whole story, it's even more fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it just keeps going. Like,
Yeah.
there's random twists and turns. It just keeps getting nuttier.
Yeah, that was a good docu-series.
I went to IMDb for Mope, and there's 2 movies called Mop.
No, but this one's good. Check it out. I mean, it's vulgar language throughout, so if you're a young kid, don't do it. But
Yeah, if you're a young kid, you shouldn't be listening to it. We had a lot of disclaimers in the first season about that.
yeah, true. But yeah, check it out. I also watched this real shitty movie called Aqua Slash.
Aqua Slash. Okay.
It's about a senior class going to a water park to have their like final party, hooray, before they graduate. And someone starts killing people, but they only kill like 2 people, and then they set up something in the slide that's just like blades in the slide that would just slice you if you slid down. And somehow 9 people like slide down the slide before they stop them. And then
That's
the movie
too
just ends. And it's like, oh, this is who it was. And you're like, oh, that was fucking obvious the whole time. Really, really shitty.
So it doesn't slap at all? You don't recommend?
Yeah, I can't in good conscience recommend it. I'm recommending everyone stay away from it.
Wow. Okay. Note taken.
Right. And then I watched the first episode of Peacemaker, I think it's called,
Oh, yeah.
with John Cena.
DC.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
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 Dude, it's fucking funny. I'm going to have to buy HBO Max for a month just to watch it.
Oh, yeah. That was from, what was it? Oh, God. I'm just blanking
From
on
the
the
Suicide
series.
Squad.
There it is. So he's just doing the character from the Suicide Squad, right?
Yeah, but it's like an adult show. It's funny. It's really good. Well, at least the first episode I really enjoyed. But when is Righteous Gemstones done?
I think it's over.
Oh, sweet. I can get HBO Max.
Or it's over like this week, I think.
All
Or
right.
it just aired.
Cool. Yeah.
I haven't seen any of the second season. I'm waiting for it all to be done.
Yeah. That's what I was waiting for. I was like, I'll wait for that to finish, and then I'll have at least 2 things to watch. So that'll be worth the $10 for 1 month.
Well, you know what else is on HBO Max?
What?
Succession.
No, thank you.
Well,
Too serious.
so you can catch up on South Park. That's on there too.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen that in years. Other than that, I played about, 40, 45 hours of Elden Ring.
You have a problem.
Nice.
I do.
So you fucking hate it, right?
Dude, it's so good. I'm about 20% in, I think. If there's 5 bosses.
Well, you know how
Probably beat
how
one.
Chump Slap goes around things and looks for stuff.
Yeah.
It takes about 4 hours to go through every single inch of it. And then,
Yeah.
I found this place.
I'm in the woods. I'm like searching every inch of the woods, and then I get lost because I have a really bad sense of direction.
It makes me really mad, like when I can't find something and then I go back to the area later and it was right there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how did I miss this before? I was in this room for I think 3 hours.
Yeah. And then there was like a friend showed me his map, and I was like, how the fuck did I miss this bonfire? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really good, though. Amazing game. And huge world. I don't know what else to say about it, but it's awesome. Check it out.
All right, there you go. Elden Ring, the little indie game that just came out.
Yeah. No one's ever heard of it, but
Yeah, it's gonna have a game style named after it soon.
yeah, soon. I mean, it's
Rings,
brand
like
new.
they'll call it.
My Rings
Well,
like game.
We're getting the conversation started here. So if you hear about Elden Ring now, it started here. Well, that's it for Chump Slap. So how about we get into video game news / stuff?
We got the news, and it's what you want to hear. Maybe not, but who cares?
At 7 p.m.
You know what? I'm finding an interesting pattern with video game and video game news. It seems that when a big release comes out,
Yeah.
like Elden Ring or even Horizon, news just dries up because people are too busy playing the game,
Or Gran
Rather
Turismo.
than-
Yeah.
being journalists. So I have only one piece of news, and the rest is just rumors.
Oh,
That's the favorite part.
yeah, it's the best.
So the first piece of news, the BAFTA Games Awards 2022 nominations were announced.
Okay.
Oh, they're usually better than American ones, but
Burn.
Well, you want to hear the 6 games nominated for Best Game of the Year?
last year,
yeah, I'm ready.
2022.
2022.
I don't remember
Oh,
anything.
2022. That's this year.
Future games.
Well, it's the BAFTA 2022, so
Oh.
it's for, I guess, calendar year 2022.
You know
Horizon
what he's
Forbidden
saying.
West.
No.
Last of Us 2. I don't know. I don't remember what games came out last year. It's going to be 6 big AAA titles. Well, probably 5 and then one other one, like Hades.
Cyberpunk.
No, it's not going to get it.
Chump Slap's way off. Dr. Syintist is not that far off. So we have no guess. We have no idea what it could, what
Nah,
could
I
possibly
don't
be.
even remember last
6,
year.
Hades. I think that came out last year.
I don't think it did. I think it came out for PlayStation last year.
Oh, maybe. If I saw a
Yeah,
list of
that's
games that
true.
were released, I bet I could pick them out.
In alphabetical order, Deathloop,
Oh, yeah. That was a game.
Forza Horizon 5,
Mm-hmm.
a game I never heard of, which could be your rando pick, Inscription.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of it.
I've heard of it. It's pretty.
Then It
course,
Takes Two is
Yeah.
number 4.
yeah, that's a
Classic.
Yep.
I guess.
Then Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that was.
That was last summer, and they're still trying to sell that game for $70. I want
know.
to pick it up one of these days. but-
Yeah.
And then we've got, rounding it out, Returnal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I completely forgot that game existed.
It looks very interesting, but I hear it's very, very difficult, and I don't know if I want to put myself through
I
that,
would
you know what
play
mean?
it if it was $20 and I had a PlayStation 5.
Isn't it like one of those side-scrolling shooter games?
No.
Oh shit!
It's
but
like- it's like Control.
3D. Yeah, but the way the bosses attack, like they shoot out little balls all over the place, and you got to jump perfectly and stuff.
I don't
I
know.
see what you're saying. I think the answer is yes.
Like a bullet hell game.
Yeah, kind of.
Like Nier Automata was.
I guess I never saw that one.
Well, that's why this team works out so well, because we don't have a lot of overlap. They also have the nominees for British game.
Man, they're bro. Who in England makes games?
I don't know any of these except for the only one I recognize is for Forza Horizon 5. That's the only one I recognize. Other than that, we've got Alba, a wildlife adventure,
Oh yeah, I know that game.
Death's Door,
I've heard of it.
Fights in Tight Spaces.
I like
Which
the
is a
sound
fun
of
name.
it.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
sounds pretty
right?
good.
Then we got Overboard. Wait, sorry. Overboard! Because there's an exclamation point at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And then rounding it out, Sable. I don't even know what that is.
I thought they were all about trucker simulators in England.
Just drive around the Washington, D.C. Beltway for
It's a new mission.
and stop on a bridge in Ottawa.
Jesus. So other than that, they have an award that I wanted to talk about for evolving game, as they call it.
Is that like Destiny 2?
No Man's Sky.
Yeah, like No Man's Sky's up there. Fortnite is a nominee.
Yeah, I can see
Apex Legends, Among Us, Animal Crossing, New Horizons, and Disco Elysium, the final cut.
that. I didn't think that was like an ongoing game.
I didn't think so either. I thought once you beat it, it was over. But
Huh.
maybe they have just because of a new release difference.
The final cut.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But the question that everyone is going to ask us, because this is a video game story podcast, is what are the nominees for narrative?
Disco Elysium.
Actually, it's not there.
Well, that might have been released 2 years ago and it's just the final cut from last year.
Yeah, that's a good
Who
point.
knows?
Returnal.
Returnal is there. That's one of the 6.
Deathloop sounds like it might be.
Yeah.
It isn't.
Ratchet and Clank.
No.
I can only go off the games
Yeah,
you said
I
were
know.
released.
What you should do is start off by 20 games that were released last year, and then we'll pick from those.
Well, one of the other ones I did mention in the first section,
It Takes Two.
It Takes Two.
Oh yeah, okay.
So we had Returnal, It Takes Two, Life is Strange, True Colors,
Oh,
Marvel's Marvel's Guardians of the
yeah.
Galaxy,
I did hear that was an awesome story.
Yeah, so did I.
Psychonauts 2,
Oh, Psychonauts is so good. I want to play the second one.
and something called Unpacking, which I assume is a moving simulator.
Yeah, that has a story? I'm interested to know what the story is now that it got like one of the best stories.
It's a terrible breakup.
No spoilers. Riveting.
I have a feeling you didn't actually do it.
Tune in for next week's episode, Unpacking.
I didn't think they could make me care about a roll of packaging tape this much, but they did it.
He's obviously never played the game.
Yeah, it's about unpacking, not
Yeah.
packing.
Holy shit, I think it is an unpacking game.
Yes, I know what the game is.
I knew that. Clearly, the narrative. The narrative. I tell you what.
Probably get a divorce and has to move.
That's all I got for actual news. So how about rumors? How's that sound?
I'll take a good rumor or two.
I got 3 for you.
Nice.
It's too many.
I won 3.
Too many? Sorry. You peek at 2? Well, one of them's pretty quick. Multiple sources are coming together to say that the PSVR is not going to be out in 2022. They're saying it's going to be Q1 2023 because of the chip shortage and just general supply line issues.
Yeah, and now there's a war, so it'll probably be even longer.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, that wasn't that controversial.
No.
That is happening.
Yeah. I thought it was stating
Oh,
fact.
too
I didn't think it was like
far.
Whoa, the war.
So yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm gonna pre-order it because I guess so. That's what I do now.
Yeah.
I kind of look forward to it being my first VR set.
They're actually going to get it?
I think so.
I think it's interesting the eye tracking stuff that they're doing, and apparently this is also, I guess, part of the rumor. But Sony filed a patent for something that simulates air blowing in your face,
Oh,
which
sweet.
Aren't those fans?
exactly, yeah.
That's that thing that at the fucking optometrist.
It makes me think it's like one of those. Do you ever see the desk fans with like the clip?
Yeah.
That clips on the edge of a table, and
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
like a telescoping arm, and you just put it on your face. Like that's gonna be in front of you. That'd be fucking hilarious if there's a fan attachment for this.
How long before they shoot water in your face?
Not long.
They just got to make that, the PSVR waterproof.
Yeah, and you got to get the hose and hook it up to your sink.
Yeah. And then just like smell a scope. Can't wait.
It's almost Futurama.
And then add that to that puff of eye you were just talking about, the eye doctor.
Yeah.
Boom.
Fucking love it.
Every time you get shot in the face, like a little spurt of water hits you, so you think blood pouring.
Perfect. The other rumor we got, well, one of the other two, is someone called Account NGT, who's a prominent leaker news source. I don't know who this is. I've never heard him before, but they got great news I want to believe is true, which is that apparently Sly Cooper and Infamous games are both in development right now.
Yeah, we thought we knew Sucker Punch was doing stuff.
Yeah, that's what the rumor's all about.
Yeah.
The rumor originally was that they were bringing back a big PlayStation franchise.
That was very beloved. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's either
Yeah,
one
that
of
was
those.
the rumor. Yeah, so maybe it's just repackaging the same rumor
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think. It's probably
For, like-
Sly.
for dem clicks.
I think it would. I'd rather see Sly.
Yeah, Infamous kind of ended after the second one.
The
The third one was okay, but
It got pretty monotonous.
I think, yeah, they're going to have to do some kind of major overhaul for PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
but not impossible. I'd give it a look. I'd love the other Infamous games.
Yeah.
They're great.
Yeah, they're still fun. I mean, it has been a while, so I guess it wouldn't feel that monotonous.
Yeah, because wasn't Infamous 3 a PS4 launch game?
Yeah, Dying Light.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it was
That
called?
was Dying Light was the expansion that came out. That was like separately downloadable in its own game.
Yeah, but the third one wasn't Cole. It was somebody else in like Seattle.
Yeah, it wasn't Cole.
I can't remember. I can't remember what it was called.
Wasn't Second Son, right?
Yeah, that might be it.
Was it?
Yes, Infamous Second Son, aka Infamous 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Glad we cleared that up because that was killing me. There's also the last piece of rumor we have is that people are starting to think that the possible Spartacus project is going to be announced soon. And because obviously you guys know what that is. But for our listeners who maybe aren't aware or as hip, that is the thing that's coming from PlayStation that's going to be the rival to Xbox Game Pass.
Oh. Yeah, that's right.
Codename Spartacus, which you guys obviously know. So people have been reporting that in their ongoing subscriptions on the PlayStation website, they no longer are quote-unquote subscribed to PlayStation Now. It just appears as two separate PlayStation Plus subscriptions.
Mm.
So their theory is because they're merging accounts on these different platforms that this thing is going to happen
Well,
any day now.
Yep, bring it on, PlayStation. I'd like to see what you got.
Yeah. I knew you were a coward. Finally do it or shut up.
Shit or
Right?
get off the pod.
Get him, scientist. Get him. But that's all we got for Video Game News / stuff. How about we get into it? How about we get into this game here?
Let's
All right.
fucking do it.
I want to hear how he's going to describe it because that is my most interesting part of every episode for me.
Really? Because usually I botch this.
I know, that's why it's the best.
Do you just like to see
That's
me
pretty
fail?
So you go, hey, is it possible to make a game that blah blah blah? That's the best part.
Well, I'm glad you're interested in my intro because this is the game where we ask the question, how many different things can we use to kill zombies in a mall? The answer is a lot.
Everything.
This game is obviously Dead Rising.
Dead Rising.
Dead Rising.
Mojo Rising.
Yeah, you got it.
It was released August 8th, 2006. The number one song? Any guesses? I don't think you'll get excited to look this up.
Touch of Grey by Grateful Dead.
That's crazy. You got it. Promiscuous by Nelly Furtado featuring Timberland.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
I remember when I was playing this game, I had that on loop.
Yeah?
Did you actually play it?
Yeah, I did. I played it on Xbox. So there's no record of it anymore.
Of course. The number one movie in the country? Any idea? It's a comedy. I'll give you that.
Step Brothers.
No, but you're very, very close.
Son-in-law.
I think that was 91.
What's the one with Matt Damon and Greg Kinnear and they're stuck on you?
Oh, my God.
No. You're colder.
The one with Dane Cook.
Colder.
Waiting?
No.
Oh,
With the boss's daughter or whatever.
I was thinking of the one where he sleeps with him, like, good luck, Chuck.
No, there's no Dane Cook. It's not Dane Cook.
Oh, I forgot we were trying to guess the movie.
Yes, you're trying to guess the movie, and you were very close with your previous guess.
Dumb and Dumber 2. Dumb and Dumber.
No, not the one before Stuck on You.
It was Step Brothers, so it's probably something with Will Ferrell. Old school.
The other one.
Elf.
The other one.
Oh, man.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm kind of out of him. He's Mugatu in Zoolander.
No, Sacha Baron Cohen's in this.
Is it the one where the ice skate?
Oh, Ricky Booby.
Yes, the Talladega Nights, the Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
All right.
Man, finally got there.
Eventually got there. Then this day in history, I felt comfortable talking about the release of an album because it was so seminal in all our development, and it didn't take place in the 90s. This was 1988. NWA releases Straight Outta Compton.
Oh, snap.
August 8th, 1988.
I know, what's his name died on August 8th because of the NoFX song. The guy from Grateful Dead. Jerry Garcia.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. Way to bring us down.
Hey, it was a good song by NoFX.
About hippies crying.
Yeah. I see a bunch of hippies crying.
Yeah.
August 8th is a beautiful day.
Okay, it was released only for Xbox 360, developed by Capcom Production Studios 1 and published by Capcom. It is a single-player action-adventure hack-and-slash game written by Yoshinori Kawano and Makoto Ikihara.
Was it eventually released on PlayStation? Like a revive?
PS4, I think. Yeah.
Eventually, yeah, and I think the second one was released on everything. But you picked it this week, Dr. Syintist. This is a scientist game where there are scientists. Are there scientists?
Yes.
There's science happening.
At least one.
At least one, possibly two. No, maybe three even.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know. That
I'll
sounds
say three.
crazy. Well, how about don't leave us on the edge of our seat. Get to it. Tell us what this is all about.
Well, it starts out like every single zombie movie and game where someone's driving a car and hits somebody.
That does happen a lot. Yeah.
I can't think of a zombie movie or game that doesn't start that way. But that kind of happens and zombies attack this girl and blah, blah, blah. Then it cuts to a helicopter and where we meet our protagonist, Frank West.
Frankie boy.
Yeah, who's got a big head, but
I can relate.
I know.
I think, and I thought about this a lot. I think his face is too small for his head.
That could be it.
That makes sense.
I think that's what's off here.
No
Because he
one's
looks a
ever
little
said that
too,
about me, though.
caveman-y.
Yeah.
I think it's fucking 2008.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked great for 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
2006, sorry.
Yeah, duh.
My bad.
You find out that he's a freelance journalist, and he got this tip about a town in Colorado called Willamette. And he talks about the population, and this is the population like one more than Prototype, or Prototype was one more than this, where you got a trophy for killing people.
I don't know.
It
might have been a throwback to it.
I think Prototype had a trophy for killing one more than this game, but I'll check it out.
I think that was it. Anyway,
Keep going.
as you're flying into the city, you see like the army has roadblocks set up, which I can't believe they just let a helicopter fly over our head like that.
Well, they don't really want it to.
I guess, but like they don't. Whatever.
They're not shooting down civilians yet.
Yeah, and he the guy who's flying the airplane's name is Ed, and he kind of flies you around the town, and you take pictures of zombies like eating people, and I guess you don't know they're zombies yet. You kind of just think it's a riot or some sort.
Yeah, that's what the military's official stance is. There's a large scale riot.
Yeah, and then you see like a bunch of people dying, which is kind of you get point. I don't know how much the taking pictures thing is a part of this game, but
I kind of remember nothing about this.
but
it reminded me a lot of like BioShock, where you take a picture to like get more insight on the enemy, that sort of thing.
Oh,
Maybe I'm wrong.
Right. Like BioShock when you take pictures and you get info.
I guess, but aren't like most of the enemies just as regular zombies?
Yeah, you broke up a little bit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's exactly what I just said. Like almost word for word.
I couldn't hear a word you said because it kept breaking up, but.
Okay, but yes. Also, while I'm talking, there is a trophy for Dead Rising, or next box achievement, if you will. It's called Zombie Genocider, which is defeat at least 53,594 zombies.
Mm-hmm.
If we go back to Prototype, the first one called they have a trophy called Trail of Corpses, kill 53,596 infected.
Oh.
So a difference of 2.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
That answers that
You're
question.
welcome.
I knew that achievement related something. A trophy. But anyway, Ed drops you off on the top of the mall because it seems like that's a good place to drop you off for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets chased away by military helicopters, and like Frank jumps off, and then he flies away. Then you come across this guy who's dressed pretty flashily, and he starts talking about the town, and he's like, "Hey, this is hell, man. Get out of here." And you're like, "No, man, I'm a journalist." And he's like, "Oh, really?
Oh,
That's cool.
Okay.
Go on in, my friend."
Take some pictures, bro.
Yeah.
Why don't you? I dare you.
Yeah. Welcome to the mall. He kind of just lets you go. And then you kind of like walk through the mall and run into normal people who are building like defenses against the zombies running in. Blah, 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 zombie stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Take a picture of an old dude.
And yeah, and then this old guy starts like talking about how all this started last night and that these zombies are attacking and they're kind of bunkered in here trying to save everybody. Then you see an even older guy who's behind like things and he's freaking out and he's like, "Get away!" Blah, 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 blah.
I'll lock myself in here.
And then there's some crazy old lady wants her dog, which I can't believe they let this bitch go.
How did she push 2 adult men out of the way?
If you're not ready to knock out an old lady, you ain't ready to do anything.
Yeah, you ain't ready for a zombie apocalypse,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Not going to last long if you're not going to beat up old people. I'll tell you that right now.
But anyway, she like pushes her way through the defenses they've been building and opens the door. And I even wrote my things like, really? Yes. She just like opens the door and the zombies come rushing in because what else is going to happen? The guy yells like, run!
Was this played out back in 06? I'm trying to think of what, like, because Shaun of the Dead did that, but it was like as a joke, more of a parody. I guess this has been a thing for a while.
Yeah, I mean, the game isn't super serious, so I think that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Whatever. Yeah, so you run, and I guess the zombies can't climb stairs because you run up the stairs and they don't follow you.
No, they can.
Oh, can they? Oh.
You just run fast enough and then get to the safe room.
Okay. Then you get to the safe room, and there's a bunch of survivors there. And I don't know if they tell you their names now, but there's a janitor named Otis who kind of like helps you around them all. And two, I don't know if they're, let's just call them law enforcement officers of some sort, Jesse and Brad.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of don't tell you anything about what's going on. They're like, hey, there's zombies, let's get out of here. And they're like,
She's like, I'm not authorized to tell you who I am.
It's just so great where it's like, we are in a life or death situation, and I need to know right now if you're like a former soldier or a plumber.
start-
It
Yeah.
matters.
Did you start the zombie shit?
yeah.
At least tell me
And
that.
she's like, you don't have the clearance to know my name.
Yeah.
Oh, fine. Then all I need to know is, can I get a ride out of here? And are you going to shoot me in the back of the head when I'm not looking? Those are the two things I need to know.
Yeah, exactly.
So Brad gets like himself in trouble somehow.
Because you can go out through the air vent, and he goes out. To,
he goes just trying to get supplies and shit and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, I think he's looking for somebody.
Yeah, well, they are looking for somebody too. But. And then Jesse goes running to save him and trips. And she's like, oh, I can't go.
Sprained my ankle.
Yeah. So Frank's like, I'll go help him. As long as you like help me out.
Yep, she gives you a gun.
Yeah, and then she gives you a gun. And she's like, hey, keep it real out there.
Yeah, she's like, do you know how to do this? He's like, yeah, I've been in wars. Not like fighting in wars, but like covering wars. So I've been adjacent to wars, so clearly I know how to use a gun.
Yeah.
I can shoot
like, okay.
pictures. So
I shoot pictures better than you can shoot this gun. So you go and find Brad, and then you run into the guy who was on the roof and let you in, and he's kind of trying to snipe you and Brad.
Mm-hmm.
And his name's Carlito. I don't know if he tells you that, but that's the name above his head when they're doing this.
Yes.
Most of the characters' names I got because their name was above their head
Yeah,
when they were.
I don't know if they actually
getting
tell
caught.
you at some point, but
Yes.
so you end up fighting. I guess it's like a boss battle of some sort, and he escapes.
Mm-hmm.
Then you negotiate with Brad about he'll help you do this stuff as long as he gives you information. And I have Brad waxes poetic about journalists, which, man, visions of the future for this guy.
I don't remember this part. What does he say about the journalists?
About how they're always trying to just get people in trouble, make money or whatever.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Says the DHS agent.
Yeah. So they agree to help each other. He's like, I'll give you some info for your story. You just help me survive and find this guy. So they go back and you find out that they're looking for the old man that Frank saw at the entrance in the beginning.
Yeah. When you give fucking Jesse your camera, I thought she was going to delete all your pictures.
So did I.
absolutely.
So did I.
Or she was going to destroy it or something.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But she's like, oh, this is the guy we're looking for.
Yeah, that dude.
And you find out his name was Dr. Barnaby, and he knows about what's going on here.
Right.
So you go track down Dr. Barnaby, and he's like, I ain't going to talk to you until you find me a way out of here. And they're like, all right, I guess we got to try and get comms and get somebody to pick us up. And Frank's like, well, I have a helicopter guy coming to pick me up in 3 days.
Oh, sweet, because we can't call out for some reason.
Yeah.
Are you sure he didn't get shot down as he ran away? Nope, but he'll be here in 3 days. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's very reliable.
And then I also forgot to mention that Carlito has set up like a communications blackout, so they can't call out or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how he did that when we have 2 DHS agents in the building. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You think they would have done it?
Well,
So this whole incident couldn't get out?
They try to call out, and they don't even know why they're blocked.
Yeah.
They're like, what the fuck? Phones are blocked, dude. They're not very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Jesse's a rookie.
I think this was like totally, yeah, we heard some fuckeries going on in the middle of Colorado. You two screw-ups go.
Yeah.
Definitely getting that vibe.
And there's also this quick little scene where Frank gets surrounded by zombies, and then this wasp flies in and he squashes it, and then all the zombies die, which is
What was that all about?
you find
we'll
out,
get
buddy.
to that.
You find out. So you're like, all right, this helicopter's coming in 3 days. Now we just got to survive for 3 days. So you go and I guess are these the bosses you come across, like the clown with chainsaws?
Yes, there's crazy people.
They're called psychos or something,
Psychos,
whatever.
yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I understand that, you throw 50-some thousand people into this situation. Some are going to act irrationally. I get it. That makes sense. But don't you guys think there's just too many psychos in one place, like just thriving?
Well, a zombie apocalypse is a perfect
Yeah.
jump-off point to become a psycho.
Ooh, do you think that? Or do you think they were just always psychos and now they're like, oh shit, I can just do this wherever?
I think it's a mix.
Yeah, could be a mix. I mean, the guy didn't just get a clown outfit, did he?
I mean,
he probably had it.
A town of
That's a good point.
50,000 people is going to have a good amount of psychos.
Yeah, at
even if
least
it's only like
7 or
1%. Yeah.
It's like, oh, no threat of reprisal at all. No one will ever know I butchered these people and fed them to people. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
I mean, although I'll give you this, Poppascotch. How many clowns juggle chainsaws?
Right.
More than I thought. He's very nimble, too. The exercises that he had to do to jump around like that asshole. Very impressive.
So there's that guy, and there's also a jeep full of prison escapees.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where the rest of the prisoners went to, but
They became zombies.
yeah.
I assume.
They didn't make it. They didn't make it to the mall. Unless there's a prison in the mall. There was a full, grocery store in here.
Yeah.
How often do you see that in a mall?
Not enough.
Yeah, true. True that.
I can't think of once. So you're getting supplies for the next couple of days, and you end up back at your HQ, and Jesse explains that someone lured Dr. Barnaby here, and they don't know why, and they assume they want to kill Dr. Barnaby, and you got to try and save him.
Okay.
So you start looking for, and I have another Carlito sniping incident.
Oh, yeah.
And you're another boss battle with Carlito trying to shoot you. You started all this, blah, blah, blah. And eventually Brad gets shot.
Not Brad.
Big brain on Brad.
Where does he get hit? Does he get hit in the leg?
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. Something not
In the
life-threatening.
thigh.
Yeah.
So I guess you carry him back to Jesse or help him there.
Yeah, with the professor in tow, right?
Yeah. I think the professor was knocked out, actually, and you carry the professor, and Brad kind of limps along.
Oh, that's right, because Brad's like, I can't help you.
Yeah. And then you kind of just lay Dr. Barnaby down. He's knocked out for now. And I need some medicine for Brad.
He's
Go to the
running-
grocery store.
Yeah.
So then you go to the crazy grocery store guy and beat him.
Yeah.
I like how he had a pitchfork. Where the fuck did he get a pitchfork in a grocery store?
Other places in the mall.
I guess.
I have to just, if there's a full grocery store, I gotta believe there's like a not sporting goods, but like a Home Depot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty big mall for a town of 50,000 people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's huge.
And there's occasionally when you fight these psychos, they have people in prison and you kind of save them and you're like, oh, yeah, nice.
Yes.
So you grab the medicine from there and you return to Jesse, and Dr. Barnaby wakes up.
You run into
Okay,
a
I was
lady.
going to say, you run into the woman
Yes.
who, I don't know
if she was knocked out in the store or just hiding or
Oh,
something.
this is where you run into the psycho store clerk, and he has her in
yeah,
in a buggy,
that's
Yeah.
right.
and she's passed out. And you have to kill him, and then she wakes up.
Yeah, and her name's Isabella, and you don't find out right here, but she's Carlito's sister.
Mm-hmm.
And she blames you, and she's like, just ask Dr. Barnaby about Santa Cabeza. And you're like, what is it? And then she kind of just I don't know, and wins away.
Isn't it like Saint Head?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking when they said it. Or beer. Isn't it Cabeza beer?
Cerveza.
Cerveza. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, then Cabeza's head, yeah.
Yeah, Saint Head.
Interesting. I didn't even think about that. Is that like a BJ thing? What are we talking about?
I don't
I don't know.
It's a crazy town to live in, I guess, considering what happens.
It could also mean head is in the head of an organization,
Oh, yeah, the holy...
like Saint
if-
Boss Man.
If you want to
thing.
think about it that
All
way.
right. I don't think that's...
Well, you asked follow-up questions. I just looked it up.
I'm pretty sure they have other words for that.
Hefe.
Yeah, there you go.
Saint
Saint
Capo.
Hefe.
So you she doesn't tell you what's going on, so you try and track her down. And then I just have her, you fight her on a scooter. She's driving a scooter around.
Oh, yeah, you just knock her over.
Yeah. Wow, where do you get it? This mall's awesome. It sells scooters.
Fuck yeah.
And you kind of ask her, what's going on here? And she's like, all right, I'm not going to tell you again. Just talk to Carlito this time.
Yeah, meet us at midnight.
And I'll bring him and he'll talk to you because he wants people to know what's going on here.
And he was shot, too, in the exchange.
Oh, yeah. She's like, I'll bring him. Just come and talk to him. And he's like, all right. And then I put in there's a cop lady you fight as a random boss.
Mm-hmm.
And
Which was
Go ahead.
Which was the cop lady?
She was like a bigger lady. She was just a cop, and she had a couple people there arrested.
Oh, I thought she was like a security type person that was like.
This was one of those boss battles.
Yeah, one of the psychos.
And she was like torturing someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her name is Joe. I wrote that down.
Oh, was it? Thank you.
And then I wrote down, you kill her and she ugly cry dies. That's what I wrote in my notes.
I missed that.
It's always that character in games that are created, back east, where I could say that, right? Like back east.
You can
know,
say
it kinda
whatever.
sounded
This is
a little
America, dude.
You're right, it is America. But with those games, there's always like a fool character that's like a bumbling idiot that's just made to be laughed at. You get it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so after you beat her, you return to Jesse and Brad and whatnot. And Dr. Barnaby's talking, and he says that Seneca Besa was a town. I don't know if it was nearby or if it was somewhere else. And it was a drug dealer haven, and that the drugs they had made these zombies.
That's not true.
No, it doesn't seem true. I mean, it seems a little bit ridiculous. He calls them terrorists that they released this drug on everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sort of true.
Is it?
And
Not
he's
yet.
like,
Yeah, well.
Well, yeah.
He's like, I told the government about this drug, and they didn't do anything about it, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, all right, so the government is the cause of this zombie outbreak. That's why they're trying to...
Obviously.
Yeah. And then we get the nice psycho battle against the Second Amendment family that I wrote them as.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the Second Amendment family. I know exactly what you're talking about. They're like, it's as if it's a dad going out hunting with his kids.
Yeah, and the one kid doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, they're hunting people at the mall.
Zombies.
Right.
Well,
I guess probably both.
they don't really discriminate.
Well, anyway, so you've beat them, and then you come across Isabella getting attacked by zombies. So you save her, and she's like, Carlito wouldn't come. And he's like, all right, Isabella, come with me. This is where he finds out that it's actually Carlito's sister.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Wasn't she shot by Carlito?
Yeah. She said accidentally shot him, but
Yeah.
we don't know what goes on.
Yeah, they don't show that part.
They don't really explain it too well. So then she starts talking, and she's like, well, Carlito is the one that caused these zombies.
What?
What?
Because
He's such a rad dude. I mean, he shot you a little bit, but whatever. He's rad.
He's like, I guess he was the one that brought the drug that created them around. Then Brad starts interrogating her like it's a fucking, I don't know, LA Noire game.
Mm-hmm.
And she says that Santa Cabeza wasn't a drug haven. It was a research factory run by Dr. Barnaby.
Shit.
What were they
The
researching?
very same?
Yes, the very same Dr. Barnaby.
Researching
The guy
cattle or
from-
something?
Yeah,
Earlier?
they were trying to create, I guess, more fertile cattle.
Yeah, they're like, you fat Americans eat too much cattle.
I know. It's all of a sudden it turns into a allegory about American gluttony.
Yep.
I thought the zombies thing was always like the consumerism. Like that was always the...
Yeah, well, I guess it's the same thing. Gluttonous.
Yeah.
I guess it'd just be any source of dread, right?
Yeah.
But I don't make metaphors for a living. I just talk about stories.
Yeah. Well, we do metaphors about 1,000 times each episode.
I also don't talk about stories for a living.
Anyway, so Dr. Barnaby starts explaining that he accidentally made zombie livestock somehow, which...
Yeah. And does he talk about the wasps here?
A little bit. He says that they were doing something with wasps to try and make the cattle more, I guess, beefy, literally.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow it turned them into zombies.
Sexy as hell.
Yeah, that is sexy.
And then after he,
Beef. Sorry, I'm just saying shit.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, after that, he kind of has this ridiculously dying. I guess he starts transforming into a zombie, and it's just ridiculous to watch. It kind of looks like the guy from Futurama has bonitis.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And he's like, all right, since the army's coming and they're going to doing stuff, we got to get out and tell people about what's going on here, that the government made zombies, and let them know what's going on so they can do whatever, because,
You got to let them all know about the cover-up in Santa Cabeza.
Yeah. Which now Saint Head kind of makes more sense if it's a research facility.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go.
But she tells you here that she's a med tech, right? She's like,
Yeah.
I work for the army, actually. That's why I was there.
Yeah. Isabella says that. But you find out that Dr. Barnaby, Isabella, and Carlito are all kind of scientists.
Yes.
Then you fight some more psychos. There's a whole thing of cultists.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put Crazy Nerd because he's throwing Molotov cocktails around.
And this is all optional shit in the game.
Yeah, is it? I thought
Yeah.
I thought maybe you did them. You eventually figure out that Carlito has plans to blow up the mall and send the zombie parasites into the atmosphere and spread outside of Willamette.
Of course he does. How's he going to do that?
Well, he's going to fill the thing below with gas and try and light bombs up to blow the whole mall up.
Genius.
Yeah.
Interesting move.
So you and Brad are like, all right, let's get him and stop this.
Before the gas gets too concentrated.
Yeah. So you go down and you find all the bombs and I guess disable them or drive them outside or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a confrontation between you and Brad and Carlito. And Brad does this amazing run and jump at him to shoot him once thing. It's like, no!
It's like I got one bullet left.
Yeah.
Oh, got him.
And then Carlito stabs him and runs away.
It's like, oh, I really didn't think past this shot right here.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't he throw Brad in a...
Yeah, well, before he escapes, he throws Brad in the zombie room.
Yeah.
And kind of
it's like,
runs
this is
away.
where I hid some zombies here.
Yeah.
Fucking go in there.
Is that it for Brad, I guess? Because we don't see him again.
I don't see him again. I
assume
assumed
that's
he
it.
died. But we never know.
We do see him. Oh, I watched a different video than you guys.
Oh.
Because you can see him again. He's in the room. You run into him, and he's like, just go without me, man. I'm dead anyway.
Oh, he's going to turn into a zombie at some point.
Yeah.
I wonder if you go back like really later, he's a zombie. Anyway. So you foil Carlito's plans. And Isabella's like, I know where his hideout is. Let's go figure out what his plan B is. So you're like, all right, why not? We gotta wait for the helicopter anyway.
Gonna hack a Gibson.
Yep. So here you go, and she tries to hack the Gibson. And she's like,
Bingo board spot.
I don't know if it's hacking the Gibson because she tries to get the password. She's like, I don't know what it is.
Yeah. I know him, though, so...
Yeah. So you're watching some screens, and she's trying to figure out what his password is, and you see Carlito being dragged off by some butcher guy.
Another psycho.
Another psycho, yeah. And then you go and you fight this butcher guy, who's a psycho, and he kind of like is ready to eat Carlito. I guess he's eating people now, whatever.
Yeah.
That happens in every zombie game.
He's like, can't eat zombies. Their meat's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was very chummy with you, too. He's like, hey, I'm killing this guy. You want in on this?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Like,
pretty
we're cool,
good.
right? Like, yeah, absolutely. I found this guy. I'm going to eat him.
So anyway, you kill the butcher, and then you come across Carlito, and he's dying from the thousands of times you shot him.
And the butcher.
And the
didn't
butcher.
help.
But, yeah. And then this is where he's talking about how Americans eat too much, and this all came from them being so hungry and eating all kinds of fatty shit. And
Yeah. It's like, enough, Carl. Just give me the fucking password to your computer.
Yeah. And he's like, no, tell Isabella to give her my necklace.
It's not over.
And then Carlito dies, and you have a necklace.
No.
And you're like, no, I needed the password. But guess what?
What?
The necklace is a clue to Isabella for the password.
Get the fuck out.
Didn't see it coming at all.
Yeah, he couldn't just say it. What an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, what if you died before giving her the password?
Good point. It's a very good point.
I guess it's just insurance to make sure Isabella's there, but it's still kind of...
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Like, all right, well, instead of just giving you the password, give her this. She'll figure it out.
Yeah. So you get back, and Isabella's like, oh, it's... I don't know what his grandfather's name was or something.
Yeah, something that their parents always said.
Yeah. And
Peepaw.
It meant Mother Earth or something like that.
And she gets into... This is their hacking the Gibson is using the password. And she takes down the jammer so they can call out and stuff.
Oh, thank God.
Yep. So Jess Lee finally calls DHSHQ. I was trying to say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, DHHG.
DHSHQ.
DHSHQ, DHSHQ, DHSHQ. Nope. I can get 2. Then it falls apart.
But they're like, sorry, Jess, but we're going to just, send teams in to kill everybody.
I imagine him just being like Pulp Fiction, where it's like, I don't know you. Prank caller.
Yeah. They don't seem very helpful. And now I guess special forces teams are around the town that you have to fight.
Oh, yeah, there's military in the mall now.
So special forces come into the town and start annihilating zombies. Which, if this actually happened, could you imagine all the fucking militias and stuff like, oh, I'm going to go kill all these zombies.
Yeah, seriously.
They'd be having the time of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I ain't wearing a mask. I ain't staying quarantined in this city.
But
Hey, you should wear a splash shield over your face because the zombie blood can
Well,
get in
it's
your,
larva.
in your stuff, and then it'll
That's
make
true.
you a zombie. No, it won't. I'm fine. I don't need any of that. Nothing's gonna happen to me. And then here we are.
So these special forces descend on, and they go to Jesse, and they're like, "We're here to save you, get you out of here, debrief you." And guess what? She
What?
turns into a zombie.
Oh no, it's airborne now.
Is it really?
I don't know. She wasn't hurt by anything.
I don't know. Well, I mean, she could have been stung by a wasp or something.
Oh, true.
I don't know. That maybe there's a reason. Maybe there isn't given. We don't know. I missed it.
It could have been the old man.
Yeah, it could have been anybody.
I mean, he did just die there.
But Frank finds her, and I guess he could kill her or not. But anyway. So now it just kind of shows like special forces going around killing zombies all over. And Frank goes to the roof because it's the third day, and Ed's supposed to come pick him up.
Sure.
So he goes there, and Ed's like, "Oh, cool." Gets in his helicopter, starts flying over, and a zombie attacks him, and the helicopter crashes.
How did he not know?
I don't know, because he's sitting on a roof. He had to have known.
You'd hear that.
I checked my car every time I get in just to make sure there isn't a zombie in the back seat.
That's just smart.
Yeah.
I don't know what else
That's
to
good.
say
I should
about that.
start doing
I
that.
can't believe you don't. How are you still alive?
God only knows.
Just been lucky, I guess. No zombos in the back.
So Frank's like, oh, kind of like loses all hope and just collapses
sits
to his
there.
knees. And he's like, no, why? And then kind of cuts to a scene of Isabella breaking in and is like, comes to save you.
Yeah, shoots a zombie right before he bites you.
Yeah.
Like the last second save.
And then
You see it all the time.
And then she you're like kind of like out of it a little bit, and she takes you back to the HQ, I guess, even though Jesse's a zombie now.
No, she takes you to Carlito's HQ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's right, because it's like a different room.
Yeah.
Even better. And she tells you that you're infected, and she's like, I think I can slow down the infection if I have the queen's hormones.
Yeah. I was like, all of a sudden she knows all this shit. Like,
Yeah. I don't know if she got it from Carlito's computer. She's like, oh, while you're going around finding shit,
Oh, maybe.
trying to get out of here, I'm going to just read the shit on this computer.
It's like, first off, you need to catch a queen.
Yeah, and they do this stuff, and she starts telling you the story about that. After they made the drug, Carlito infected 50 kids with it, and had this serum to slow it down so it would happen later. And they're like, oh my god, these kids are in all these kind of U.S. cities. There could be outbreaks like this all over.
That's the plan.
So you're like,
Oh, shit.
we got to get out and warn people and bring all this evidence.
Mm-hmm.
But first, we got to slow down Frank's infection. So you go through all the junk to get the hormones, and then she injects Frank, and he's like, all right, I'll last a little bit longer. And then she's like, hey, guess what else I can do?
What's that?
I can make anti-zombie pheromones.
Get the fuck out.
Oh,
That would have helped
super.
a lot.
Yeah, why didn't you mention this 3 days ago? She's like, hey, we can go through this cave full of zombies as long as we use the repellent.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird, because then when they show him doing it, he's cutting zombies up, but whatever.
Yeah.
And you run into some more special ops forces and stuff and steal their Jeep. Then you end up getting out, and there's a guy in a tank. He's like,
Oh, no.
he's like,
Oh, shit.
I blew up the town of Seneca Basin, and I'm going to blow up this town. I love killing people. Rah, rah. And you fight the tank. Which there's no way anybody on a Jeep could beat a tank.
Well, the
No.
Jeep gets flipped over.
Yeah.
So I guess the Jeep didn't beat the tank. Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
Oh, yeah, he's got a point.
Mm-hmm.
So you fight, I guess, Captain Brock or Sergeant Brock or whatever the hell his name is
Yeah.
on top of the tank.
I just put General Scarface or Scarhead.
I knew his name because it was Brock when the guy punched him off.
Yeah.
So you knock him over and into the pile of zombies, and he's ah.
Very dramatically.
Yeah, and then Frank escapes and reports his findings to the world.
In one of the 5 different endings.
Yeah, that's the canon ending. Then he escapes.
Well, he
and-
gets out because he's back in Dead Rising 2.
Yeah, is he? Oh, okay. But yeah, the canon ending is that he escapes the town, and Isabella is taken by the forces to get interrogated, and nobody knows what happened to Carlito's kids. But the other
Carlito's
endings, you want to
kids.
know? Go ahead.
No, I was just saying Carlito's Kid sounds like a foundation.
Yeah, I was thinking like
Well, it was.
Jerry's Kids.
I thought they set up like a thing.
Oh, that to get adopted.
get
in
orphans,
them.
yeah.
America.
Oh, that's right, because they were orphans, so they probably set up like a fake farm
Yeah.
or whatever. That's dark. That's messed up.
I get, that's the ending when you do everything right, and then I guess overtime mode is after the helicopter crashes.
I assume so. I don't remember. I
Yeah,
sucked at
I
this
don't know.
game.
Anyway,
Yeah, I think there was, from what I was reading, there was that overtime mode, which gave you like 72 hours in game to get as many points as you want and then bail out.
okay.
Yeah, while she made the.
Or no, the overtime mode was
Vaccine.
like the DLC, like the extra time
okay.
after.
But in the canon ending, the janitor Otis escapes with a bunch of other people in the helicopters.
Yeah.
So
and you can save. There's like a bunch of people you can save throughout the game too, like random citizens.
Yeah, and he escapes with them.
Okay.
The second ending. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I assumed that meant something, because as you're playing the game, when people around you, civilians, died, it would like pop up on the screen.
Yeah, because
like,
you can
Mike
save
died.
them. It's real fucking hard because you have to. It's like chaperone type thing. You got to walk them through shit, or they could get attacked.
Escort missions.
Escort missions. There you go.
And that was kind of a lot of the reason why I didn't play this game, because, well, other than the fact I didn't have an Xbox, that was a big one. But I was like, so all it is hacking up zombies and doing that. It's like, well, you could use anything. I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. But basically, it's just the zombie murder. And then people are like, no, it's actually extremely frustrating, too. I was like,
It
Like,
was.
No, thanks. That's it.
Well, I was going to go through the other endings if you wanted to hear those.
Oh,
but-
shit. Go ahead.
The second one is you get on the helicopter with Otis and all the other people, and you don't figure out all the government cover-up stuff.
Yeah, if you don't finish all the briefings or whatever.
And then zombie outbreaks happen all over. That's kind of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
The third ending is the same thing. You're way down on the roof, and the helicopter's attacked by a zombie, and it just says the whole town was quarantined. Nobody found out what happened there.
Mm-hmm.
It has to do with finding all the briefings and saving people. And
I think that was my ending.
And doing things in a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And the fourth ending is you're caught by the special forces, and you miss the helicopter, and no one ever knows that you were even there.
That's probably the most realistic ending.
The fourth one is that Ed lands, but Frank doesn't show up. If you don't get to the helicopter.
Yeah, if you're not there
in
in the 3-day mark.
Yeah, and then Otis and the others leave, and they just know that some journalist saved them, and they don't know what happened.
That might have been my ending. I don't remember, actually.
And then the other one is that Carlito's bombs blow up, and it has zombie outbreaks all around the town because he got the zombie things in over. And the last ending is Frank gets turned into a zombie. If you don't...
If you die or you miss everything.
I thought maybe if you didn't get the hormones...
Oh, that too, probably.
At the end.
Yeah.
That's
if you don't finish that mission with the queen and shit,
then you get turned into a zombie. That's it. But the canon ending is the one we talked about first.
All right, well, that's it. That's the game. We did it.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
We got through it. I think we're better people.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get to our favorite segment of every week, which is Final Thoughts. And we'll start with you there, Sir Chump Slap.
Me again?
Yeah, he loves going first.
All right.
So I got some questions for you.
Bring it on.
Do you think now that you watch this movie, the game was good or was it evil?
You didn't say groovy. That's silly.
I was trying to rhyme with evil.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Was it good or was it evil?
Mm-hmm.
Did you jive with the story, or did you think it was a whole bunch of bullweevil?
What?
Shit. What score would you give it out of 27 stars?
Bull evil shit.
I really thought it'd be easier to rhyme evil. I should maybe prep these. But last time I prepped these,
No, it's not.
Dr. Scientist said they were the worst ones I did. So
All
I
right.
don't think there's a right way to do this.
Would I play this bull weevil?
That's what I said.
No, I probably wouldn't play it again. Like you said, it was frustrating. It was kind of hard. And I don't remember doing anything right in the game.
Okay. Just nothing right at all.
No.
Okay.
Did the story work for me? Kinda. It was unbelievable that this one scientist guy from Santa Cabeza could come and start an entire outbreak and have a backup plan of all these kids all around the country. But I mean, it was still okay for a zombie game. I mean, all the idea is it's just a journalist trying to figure it out, and he figures all the background information. You get the story, you try to get out, and then so yeah, it works.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. There's not much of a story.
I mean, it's just a
Classic.
yeah.
It's like, oh, it's government cover up. You fucked up. You created zombies. You destroyed our town, so we're going to bring it to America and fuck up your town.
Sure.
So, out of 27 stars, I'm going to give it a 9. I mean, it was classic zombie. It was okay. Some of the characters had personality. Some of them had a little heart. They all had their own story. But the multiple endings and shit, it's like, I don't know. It was fun. It was a good game, but I wouldn't play it.
There you go. It was a good game. He wouldn't play it. And a 9 for Sir Chump Slap.
Out of 27 stars.
Yeah, we'll give it a 9.
Absolutely.
So, that 9 brings us to this 9. You're a 9.
Thanks, bro.
Poppascotch, out of 27.
I'll take it.
So, would you rock this Xbox Classic? Trying to think of something to rhyme with rock box.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Well, classic.
Does
the story snap like a Vlasic pickle?
Whoa.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Damn.
Bringing the heat.
And how many stars out of 27 would you pass it?
Great question. Is it a classic? AKA, I suppose I could answer it by answering the real question. After watching this video, do I want to play the game? No. I mean, I like a good hack and slash here or there, but I'm more about, like, I don't know, like a God of War style rather than just complete insanity with chainsaws and sticks. And I believe I saw him beat to death zombies with a flat screen TV, too.
Yeah, I definitely saw that.
Yeah, you do a lot of shit.
Which I like that for versatility, but at the same time, at the end of the day, it's mostly the same enemies. It's mostly just zombies. Yeah, you do get some different some different enemies with the army guys.
Mm-hmm.
But really, the fun, and I guess the bosses, but the fun part is just the fodder, the zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's way too many zombies in a tiny little town mall. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's like everybody went there. Like everybody in the entire town. They should have made the population like 2 million. Then I'd believe.
Yeah, exactly.
But that was just too many people. Also, I really didn't like the mini bosses. I thought that was too ridiculous because we touched on it a little bit, but the idea that there's so many psychos setting up shop in this mall is kind of wild. I understand that maybe they were like, turned on by this event to the fact where they're like, oh, I can kill whoever. This is awesome. Mm-hmm. But to have them all at this mall operating out of here was a little too much.
It seems
the clan with chainsaws was fine, but the fact that they're all together was too much.
It seems like when they quarantined this town, they told everyone to go to the mall. You know what I mean?
It could be.
That would have made a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Because then you'd have the people going, you'd have the zombies on their way, on their tails. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. I don't know if they said that. Doesn't matter.
They didn't say that.
They
I said
that.
it would
He's
make
just
sense if they
speculating.
did.
Before I rip apart the voice acting, the voice acting was just silly. The main characters were all pretty decent.
Yeah.
And maybe it was a translation thing, but the one that really sticks out to me was the mother and the child in the very beginning.
Oh, the opening scene.
Yeah, the opening scene was clearly an adult doing a child's voice. Like, clearly. And I'm like, ooh, this is where we're going? Okay. Like, they didn't have a child that they wanted to hire to come in and do a voice. They just, like, looked down the hall. It's like, who could sound like a child? Get in here. So that kind of irked me. But the good thing I will say about this game is they did a really good job with Carlito as a villain. I think he was a little gun crazy for a scientist that created this, but
his outfit was a little much too.
It was a little much, yes, for sure. But I did like the idea that it was like a villain who was doing evil shit, but for what they truly believed was a good thing. So not just being evil for evil's sake, which we see all the time in video games. Good motivation for Carlito. That's about it. He has justified actions, even if they are still shitty, which is a strange contrast to the random psychos, but I guess here we are. So, would I play it? No. What did I score it? I mean, this is tough because if you're going into a game that's designed to kill as many zombies as possible with the wildest shit, yeah, I mean, what's the story to this? It's just a reason to get us in the room, really.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as zombie stuff goes, I will give it a 7, and I think that's just because the psychos really got to me.
That's fair.
Like it was just too random, too silly, all in the same place. It would have made a lot more sense if they just framed it so that you were in the mall, zombies were obviously in the mall too, but then other psychos or crazy people came to the mall and were like, oh, let's set up shop here.
Well, there was a prison break as well.
Well, the prison break makes sense, but then what? The store clerk who just happened to work here, the security guard Joe who just happened to work here. I don't know why the clown was here, but they were also here. Maybe they worked at a mall store. Sure, I'll give them that. But everyone was already there, which I thought was odd.
Maybe the disease makes you go mad too.
You never thought about that, did you, Poppascotch?
I guess I didn't think of the thing they didn't fucking tell me.
It's in the details, man.
All right. Well, there you go. I give it a 7.
All right.
Dr. Syintist, it's your turn, sir.
All right.
How about you start us off, Sir Chump Slap?
Would you rock this Xbox?
Classic.
From what you know, would you rock it?
Was the game great, or could it go socket?
And how many stars out of 27 you putting in this locket?
Perfect.
All right. Would I play it? No, not really. I'm too old for that kind of shit.
All right, Danny Glover.
I am close to retirement.
Perfect.
Did the story work for me? I mean, overall, it was pretty ridiculous, but I think as far as zombie games go, it wasn't too bad. I mean, it has the normal... It had every normal thing, but slightly twisted to make it sort of new. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's an outbreak from something, but it's from... Wasps. Yeah, shit like that. I thought Carlito was pretty good. I liked how some of the people who helped you kind of died along the way. Like, turned into zombies. That doesn't happen a lot.
Yeah, that was neat when Jesse turned. And shit.
Jesse turned and Brad kind of just disappears.
Yeah.
Oh, because there's stakes involved.
Yeah.
People die. Yeah, that's a good point.
Unlike Poppascotch, I did like the psychos.
Okay.
Because they weren't plot relevant.
Exactly.
And it kind of just it was more of a gameplay decision, I guess, to try and not have a zombie as your boss.
Yeah, because if you go to the fucking grocery store to pick up meds and it's just a normal guy.
Yeah. Like a normal zombie, they're like,
Oh, okay.
Or like a guy in like a yellow jumper, and he's like,
Yeah.
hey, get out of my store!
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, there were a lot of, the game itself was ridiculous, and I think the story wasn't nearly ludicrous enough that like they didn't really match up when you watch the gameplay and stuff. I thought it was more serious of a story.
Yeah, okay.
And I did like that Frank was just a journalist, not some kind of spec ops soldier going through this. But
it wasn't a one-man army.
Yeah, everybody kind of had their own righteous motivations for doing everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I also gave it a 9. That's how many stars I gave it.
Nice.
Okay, so that gives us a total of 25, right?
Not
That's what
bad.
everybody else got.
That's smack dab in the middle.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, absolutely. To give you guys a little bit of a idea of how this stacks with the other games, Breath of Fire was a 24.
That was last year.
Yeah.
Yep. And then last year again, Folklore was a 26.
That sounds about right. And it wasn't nearly as long of a video.
And what is this? This has got to be near the top of this year's.
Yeah, right. It's at least number 3.
It's definitely it's solidly in the top 5 of this year.
It finally knocked out fucking Fight Club from the top 5.
It sure did. It absolutely did.
Oh, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
But bad news is it's also number 5 on the worst of 2022. You know how it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, that gives us a final score of 25. So with that, since we're done talking about this game, let's move into our favorite segment of every week, which is Dr. Syintist 90s album Lock OTW.
If you like the 90s and you like the music, what do you got to lose?
I like it.
I like it too. Sold. Every week, we ask Dr. Syintist for a 100% guaranteed amazing 90s album lock, and he has never let us down. This week, Dr. Syintist, what do you got for us?
Well, if you get this one, Poppascotch, I'm going to be impressed.
Okay.
There's an album released on September 24th, 1990.
Oof. Okay.
And a little bit of trivia I have here. The iconic cover image of this album has 5 contemporary world leaders sitting around in a circle around the band's mascot, Vic Rattlehead.
Oh.
What are you going to say it, or do you want
I want to see if he gets.
Oh, okay.
I know the band
Yeah.
at least.
Okay, well, once I give you the lyrics, I'm sure you'll get the album.
Okay.
I'll even try and say it like him. I am your ruler, land, sea, and air. I screwed up. I got to sing up the first part. Tremble, you weaklings, cower in fear. I am your ruler, land, sea, and air. Immense in my girth, erect I stand tall. I'm a nuclear murderer. I don't want to say it because that's the song title after it. But
Is it Guar?
I am
No.
Polaris.
yep, that's it.
I don't know it.
It's
I don't know what you're
Megadeth.
talking about.
Yeah, it's Megadeth. Rust in peace.
Rust in peace.
Yep.
Where are the leaders in the fucking cryo chambers?
Yeah, he's standing above the alien and there's 5 people sitting around him.
I always thought rust in peace.
He's like, has the alien there in front of him?
Oh,
I
yeah, I'm
don't-
looking at it right now.
I don't remember the.
Yeah, it has like Mikhail Gorbachev and George H.W. Bush around. And
That's a good album, dude.
yeah,
That's a pretty wild cover. I like it.
yeah. Well, it's iconic for a reason. It's one of the, I found the album described as one of the greatest thrash metal albums of all time.
I'll give that to him. I mean, it's classic thrash metal.
Yeah, and you should. It's
Oh, okay, yeah.
it's more, I want to say, like society conscious than a 10-year-old me would have realized at the time.
Sure,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, and kind of Rust in Peace rings a little bit more true now than it did even at that time.
Oh, right.
Yeah, about the threat of nuclear war.
Yeah, the end doesn't scare us. When will this cease? The warheads will all rust in peace.
But it is a fantastic album. I suggest you listen to it, Poppascotch. It might be it's a.
I say this every week, but I'm going to download this one.
I think was the only one you listened to Korn? Was that
Yeah.
awesome?
Wait, what was last week's?
9 Inch Nails.
Oh, yeah, I've had that one on my. Okay, this one will be downloaded, though.
Yeah, so listen to Rust in Peace by Megadeth.
Man.
Fantastic album.
Megadeth. Rest in peace. That
Rust
takes us
in
then.
peace.
Rust in Jesus. Oh,
Hangar 18, come on, man.
that takes us to our favorite segment of every week, which is Chump Slaps. Who would win in a fight?
Ding ding.
I'll get up.
From parts
wait, we gotta-
unknown.
I can't
gotta
remember
see-
what he just said for mine because I was going to say it.
Who's got to choose? Who wins in the fight? Chump Slap.
I like it.
That was off the top of my head. I'll work on it. So, every week we ask Chump Slap 3 different who would win in a fight questions. One from the game we just talked about, one from gaming in general, and one from history. And he has never let us down with his amazing picks because he's won every single one.
Mhm.
This week, Sir Chump Slap, from the game we just played, who would win in a fight between Carlito and the helicopter pilot?
Ooh. I'd have to say Carlito because the helicopter pilot is doesn't know what's going on around him. First off,
Yeah,
That's a good point.
he's not aware of his
he
surroundings.
looks like he's more out of shape than Carlito as well. And yeah, Carlito can fight. He's definitely a fighter.
I just feel like, I wanted to give the helicopter pilot some kind of hero moment or some kind of good thing to say because he's mostly like, I'll be back in 3 days. Then he survives the 3 days, comes back, and is like, oh, this is a bummer, and then dies.
Yeah, it was silly. I mean, he was doing it for the money too. That's bad motivation.
It's true. Fuck him. So, Carlito over the helicopter pilot. Now, from gaming in general, I wanted to pick 2 games that were similar but very different.
Okay.
So, who would win the fight? Kratos from God of War or Doom Guy?
I was gonna say stop you right there, but that's a good
Yeah.
matchup.
I mean, Kratos, they both been to hell and both came out of it.
Yeah, and both destroyed. Well, Kratos destroyed an
Pantheon of gods.
entire existence. Really.
That's true. I mean, he has murdered, it's got to be 30 gods by now? No, probably in the 20s, I'd say.
Oh, it's easily in the.
Yeah, I think you might be right with 30. I don't know. However many gods he can. He's murdered. But Doom Guy.
Doom Guy has murdered people on other goddamn planets and planes of existence.
Yes.
But are they gods?
Well, he's murdered like Satans. Some types of devils.
Yes.
But he's never ended existence. That's all I'm saying.
This is a heavyweight bout,
I know.
for sure.
I would have to go with... I'm going with Doom Guy. because of
Ooh,
just
I
because
like
of the BFG.
That's true. Kratos doesn't have a BFG.
But he does have the Blades of Chaos.
I know, but you stand far enough back that BFG is going to outswing the Chaos Blades.
Got a point.
This goes against everything I believe, but I think Doom Guy would win.
I mean, arguments can be made for both pretty easily.
Oh yeah,
It's a tough matchup.
It is a damn good matchup. I want to see fan art of that.
Yeah, send us fan art for real. Last question, one from history. We're going to talk about 2 presidents throwing down.
All right.
Herbert Hoover
And
and
I know you know
Coolidge.
your Chester A. Arthur and ooh. All right. So Andrew Jackson or Teddy Roosevelt?
I don't know much about Andrew Jackson.
He's on the
20.
He's definitely one of history's
He's on a
biggest
bill.
assholes.
He's on a bill, yes. And he is one of history's biggest assholes.
Well, Teddy Roosevelt, famous for the national park system.
But he has teddy bears named after him.
Because he's
Teddy
a
bears as
bear.
well.
And you're saying Andrew Jackson is a
Piece of
twank?
shit. Yes. Let's go with Teddy.
I like that because I think Andrew Jackson was the president where someone went to assassinate him. They pulled the trigger, the gun didn't fire, and then I believe Andrew Jackson beat him close to death.
Well, that's what I do too.
And like permanently, while president, beat him to death.
Well, that's the only time to do it because you can't get arrested when you're president. I don't know if you knew
That's
that.
true. You can do whatever you want. There's no laws. that
And
apply to you.
when you're an ex-president, apparently. But yeah, I think Teddy's a bigger dude. Did he have a mustache?
Sure,
did.
yeah.
He sure did.
Andrew Jackson didn't have any facial hair.
No, but he had some wild chops.
I know, I like that, but I'm going to have to go with facial hair on this one.
All right, there you go. Teddy Roosevelt over Andrew Jackson. Let's say someone had a whole bunch of real good opinions on about how badass Teddy Roosevelt could be. Where could they send that email to, Sir Chump Slap?
Send it to plottytime@gmail.com. I'll read and respond.
And he has a 100% guaranteed response rate. He's
Fuck
never
yeah,
missed
man.
one yet.
I tried.
Let's say they want to get to us faster on the socials with more swearing. Where could they get to us on the socials, Dr. Scientist?
At plottytime on Instagram and Twitter, or they can go to our subreddit and talk to people there.
Including us.
Yeah, you can say as many curse words as you want on that.
Yeah. I'll check it out once in a couple weeks.
Yeah, check it out. It's pretty dope. And you can also go to YouTube, like and subscribe there. Follow us. Really helps us out. And you can go buy shit at plottytime.com for all your derfing shirt needs.
Somebody buy one.
That does it for us. So get out there, play some video games. Don't trust Dr. Scientist, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.